Lionel Messi is the walking dead. The kind of things he's done for club and country are out of this world. But you see, all that success has made him quite a few enemies in the process. He's so good, even his teammates completely hate him. Messi was at Barca from 13 to 34, and he probably would have liked to stay there forever because his move to PSG didn't work out at all. In 2021, Barca had a financial crash. Messi suddenly was a free agent, and PSG took the opportunity to hit the jackpot. Because you see, the prospect of reuniting Messi with his long-lost friend, Neymar Jr., was good and all. But what nobody thought about was the world-class star playing alongside them, Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe was the talent of the new generation, and all his life he had been told that he would go on to achieve great things. You see, before Messi's arrival, he was PSG's shining star. He had the whole team practically singing his praises, but when Messi hopped on board, the dynamics changed. Messi swiftly became the poster boy for everything, from starring in matchday car promotions to being the face of sponsorship campaigns. His mug was practically plastered all over the place, and it's seriously grated on one of his fellow players. Kylian wasn't exactly thrilled about losing his top spot, but he made an effort to keep his discontent hidden. Then one day, he slipped up, and the cameras caught the tension in 4K. PSG versus Montpellier, Mbappe went for a run. Messi didn't select him for the pass, and he absolutely lost it. He bumped his shoulder into the goat. This moment went literally viral. The whole world now knows the truth. Mbappe hates Messi. The club wasn't big enough for the two of them, and Mbappe eventually ended up forcing the owners to offload Messi and Neymar in the summer of 2023. But that's nothing compared to what happened with King Zlatan. Yeah, the two Lions once played together, but that too was not meant to be. Back in 2009, Leo was dominating the Spanish league. But Barca manager Pep Guardiola felt something was missing. He brought in Zlatan Ibrahimovic to pair up front with Leo Messi. But a partnership that looked terrifying on paper soon turned sour. You see, Messi did to Zlatan what Mbappe did to him. Being the young star player of the club, he demanded to be played as the striker, which meant Pep had to play Ibra as the right winger. And Zlatan obviously didn't want to play there. He didn't stop there. He accused his teammates of exclusively seeking out Messi and excluding him from the game. This argument ruined Zlatan's relationship with the manager, and he was soon loaned out to Inter, which turned into a permanent transfer later. All because of Messi. Zlatan must hate the guts of the guy. But hey, at least it wasn't as humiliating as what Messi did to his Argentinian teammate, Mauro Icardi. Before the 2018 FIFA World Cup, all eyes were on Messi because most fans thought that it would be his last shot at winning the only trophy missing from his collection. The buzz was so crazy that even the manager hoped Messi would work his magic and just give Leo complete control of the national team. And the first thing he did was dump Mauro Icardi out of the squad. At first glance, it didn't look that bad because Argentina was one of the best in terms of attacking options. With the likes of Aguero, Higuain, Lautaro Martinez, Dybala, and of course Messi, there wasn't enough space for Icardi. But Argentina fans were shocked by the decision because Icardi was in the form of his life. And if showed because Argentina didn't really go that deep into the competition and was knocked out in round 16. Icardi later revealed that the reason he was dropped from the squad was because he doesn't get along very well with Leo. Imagine not being called to the World Cup because you don't get along with one player. No wonder Mauro hates the guy. But hey, at least Messi didn't try to shove him into the barriers like this next guy. Remember that massive fight in 2019 Copa America third place match? If you don't, well, here's what happened. Argentina was leading Chile 2-0 thanks to goals from Aguero and Dybala when Messi and Gary Medel just started shoving each other like crazy. The ref ran up and sent both of them off, but by then, things had gotten out of hand. Both sets of teams got pretty aggressive, and it took quite a while for things to cool down. But why did the fight start? Well, the replay showed that it was all because of Messi. Medel was shielding the ball from Messi close to the byline when Messi pushed him towards the barriers. Medel turned around, and it's fair to say nothing nice was said there. Both players were sent off, and Medel definitely didn't forget that fight in a hurry. But that fight was nothing compared to what happened when Argentina faced the Netherlands in the 2022 World Cup. This fight was out of this world. Argentina met the Netherlands in the 2022 World Cup quarterfinals, and the game was one for the ages. Argentina were in top form and were slight favorites, and frankly, they were the better team for most of the game too. The Dutch sent out Wout Weghorst, and boy, did he show up. The Netherlands tied it up late on and sent the game to penalties, but one of the best highlights of the game came from something else. No one knows what came over Leandro Paredes when he kicked the ball directly into the Dutch bench, causing a huge fight. Both benches ran onto the field, and it was pandemonium. What was Paredes even thinking there? Has he seen how big the Dutch are? Just look at how Virgil van Dijk completely wiped him out there. Messi wasn't really to blame for the fight, but his post-match interview made him quite a few enemies. Weghorst was reportedly waiting to have a chat and possibly exchange shirts with Leo, but Messi wasn't having any of it. But hey, things are only going to get crazier from here because we finally made it to the top 3. It's a surprise Weghorst even wanted to have a chat because the next guy hates Messi so much he would rather die than have a friendly chat with him. The El Clasico, the two best teams in the world going head to head for all the glory. Those were the days. Every time the Clasico came about, fans around the world would be hyped to see the best in the business play brilliant, mind-blowing football. Messi, however, had to prepare for the worst whooping of the year. You see, in football, whenever you humiliate a player by dribbling past him, he makes sure he leaves a little bit extra in the next tackle. And Messi loved humiliating defenders with his outrageous skills. Real Madrid's defender Pepe knows all about how good Messi is with his feet, but the only one thing Pepe is better at is hurting the opponent. This one time, he literally stepped on Messi's hand during a game. I mean, come on, he isn't even using his hand to play, leave the guy alone. The only Real Madrid player who hates Messi more than Pepe is probably his defense partner. Sergio Ramos hates Messi pretty much for the same reasons as Pepe, but with Ramos, the tackles and the fouls were always the craziest. Why? Well, whenever Real played Barca, Ramos was told that he had one job in the team, and that was to stop Messi. And since he couldn't possibly keep up with Messi, he would just start wrestling the guy. Just look at how crazy some of these tackles are. He didn't even try to go for the ball. After the fights that these two had, the only thing that would make the rivalry worse was if they were forced to play for the same team. And that's exactly what happened. Messi and Ramos played together at PSG, and despite being teammates, I'm sure Ramos remembers all the times Messi humiliated him in front of millions watching around the world. While Messi and Ronaldo were out breaking goal and assist records, Ramos was working on a record of his own. 5 red cards across the 43 El Clasicos he played in. Man, the Real Madrid-Barca rivalry was legit. Almost as legit as Argentina-Brazil. Don't believe me? Just ask Pelé. The legendary Brazilian footballer absolutely despises Messi, and no matter what he says, it's definitely because of the Argentina-Brazil situation. Pelé was once asked who he would love to play with in the football world, and while most fans expected either Ronaldo or Messi, he shocked everyone when he said Neymar. In hindsight, it was pretty obvious he would pick Neymar considering they're both Brazilians, but the way he said it was super disrespectful to Leo. Pelé said Leo was an incomplete player because he couldn't use his head to score goals. Now, that comment was uncalled for. If you don't want to play with an Argentinian, that's fair enough, but saying Messi isn't good enough is just straight up disrespect. To top it off, Pelé probably didn't love what Messi had to say in response. Messi said, "I have never seen him play," implying that Pelé played in a time when there was very low quality footage, which meant most of his flaws went unseen. Seeing two GOATs exchanging shots like this is very entertaining as a fan, but I'm pretty sure the players won't grab a drink together anytime soon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel to never miss out on a video, and we'll see you in the next one.